What's up, everybody? This is the Totally Gamescast episode 22, and we are here, and we are rocking, and we're doing this thing for you.
22, baby!
22, that's 2 more than 20.
I'm working on my new show. It's gonna be called, sneak peek for everybody out there, it's gonna be called Best Friends, like best friends.
Yeah.
It's gonna be homie that you know from EZPZ podcast, my old show, and I just doing music festivals, live shows, and I know some homies in the chat. What's up, nerd? You guys are all about who doesn't like live music, right? So many music festivals come up this summer, so that's what I'm getting at, not derailing, is the goal is to put that on iTunes, that on all those other platforms as well. And so if I'm already going to be I'm going to try getting this on that for everybody else instead of just being live or YouTube. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So the goal is getting Holy Gamescast, possibly changing the name by then.
Yeah, for sure, whatever.
Yeah, but I don't know. But either way, that's what we got looking. We got some cool stuff happening this summer. But let's talk about today, Trey. I'll kick it back to you.
Okay. Tetris 99 Big Block DLC. Sony State of Play recap. I guess there's a Monster Hunter World thing. I've heard that they're actually going to have a hard time making this fly with Dauntless coming out, which is a free, cartoony Fortnite version of the game.
Yeah.
So
I heard people actually referring to that game while discussing how cool Iceborne looked.
Sure. Cool. And then I guess some other fun stuff. We don't have to go over the whole thing.
No. But at 5 p.m. we're gonna be doing the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah. 5 p.m. Nintendo Direct. That'll be. We'll see.
Hey, I'm gonna buy Super Mario Maker 2. I love 2D Mario. I love all Mario. It's one of my favorite series, of course. So I'm excited for that. 5. We got some people asking about it last week. I think Moist was asking about it a couple weeks ago too. So let's dive right in. Just some really quick hits. The Tetris 99 Big Block DLC. You know I've been playing those free-to-play games, saving that money for the summer craziness. So I've been playing Tetris. I got 16th twice. I've gotten 17th a couple times, and in the 20s a bunch. But
I'm sorry, Sean. You have to come back to me when you got top 10. I can't hear about the 17th place Sean anymore, dude. I can't.
Dude, I know.
If you ain't first, you're last.
I can't, man. I'm getting wrecked. But what's cool is the game they just released out some DLC. So it's free to play as long as you have a Nintendo subscription, which you should all have if you have a Switch and Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime. Yeah. So the DLC is just basically offline mode, and also you can play against CPUs. Of course, I can get first against CPUs level 1, 2, 3. But and then they also have the Maximus Cup, which is if you play competitive, like the Battle Royale block Tetrimos game, and you have to earn up to 100 points, and if you get up to 100, you get the old Game Boy theme for Tetris. So that's pretty cool.
That reminds me of Pokemon Stadium, when you could unlock the Virtual Boy thing for Pokemon Stadium. Do you remember that?
No.
Really? Okay. So you would unlock the game, so you could play your Game Boy game on the N64, and then you could unlock ways to speed up the game, and you could get it ×3 speed.
What?
So that was the real hack back in the day, is to level your Pokemon, you'd be leveling it ×3.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
It wasn't missing no?
Oh no, dude. I mean, you could fucking missing no if you wanted to hack, I guess. Good point.
Rare candy hack, man. So this is gonna be fun. That Maximus Cup thing where you have to 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to earn 100 points is just happening this coming weekend. Then it's done. And I also think that they have they're giving money out too. People that win, or free.
Yeah,
Nintendo
I would hope
points.
so. I mean, I would hope there's some sort of prize or initiative to get people in there, but
yeah,
whatever.
So let's just go ahead and dive right into State of Play recap. They had this 1 minute long video that I think would be good just to start off with watching. You want to do that?
Oh yeah, sure. I added Oddworld to this. Is that on here or?
Oddworld?
Yeah, it's not on there now, but anyways. Because there was 7, there was anyways, no, it doesn't matter.
Was it on this exact one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Must have been before you did it or something. Anyways, here's the thing. 13 minutes?
Oh, I think this is the actual State of Play. There might be a 1 minute long recap.
That's
right there at the top.
Okay,
sorry. Told you the wrong one, Trey.
We're good. We're good.
There's the Iceborne. There's the Medieval.
Yeah. Wait.
It looks like a PS3 game.
I think it looks tight.
Okay. I'm happy to hear that. Riverbound looks fun. This looks nuts.
What the
It looks so
fuck? Okay.
Flying Squirrel, baby.
Flying Squirrel Sim. I'm on board. You
So
sold
this
me.
is not actual gameplay, guys. This is not gameplay. I need you guys to know that. Are they getting drowned out by the sound?
No, it's... Yeah, it's not even coming through on the mic. And then it's really quiet.
So you said this looks really good. I'm excited to hear what you think.
I missed the actual second part of it.
The Final Fantasy
yeah,
VII.
definitely. Look how good that
It does
fucking
look good.
looks,
It
dude.
does look good. Hey, I've never beaten the game, so this is my chance. As soon as Final Fantasy VII comes out.
Yeah, me neither. I played very small amount of Final Fantasy VII, and honestly was not a huge fan. Like even back in the day, it looked like a really old game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. That blockiness we've talked about it a couple times before, but that PS1 era blockiness. Ugh.
Yeah. So
yeah. What'd you think?
There was some cool games looking on there. Like Medieval is one I'm excited for. The Final Fantasy VII remake. And obviously the Flying Squirrel Sim looked like a really exciting fucking experience, actually.
Yeah, I think it's called Away, the survival series with a flying squirrel.
Yeah, dude.
Looks rad. Looks cool.
So Vanilla releases the 27th of August. The Vanilla beta starts today. I didn't even opt in because it's such like a huge experience that I don't want to replay any of it because it's so much. You know what I mean? It's like
So your progress doesn't carry over.
no,
Okay.
like rarely in beta MMO stuff does like the stuff transfer over because they want like part of like those like launches is like the experience of everyone like leveling together and it being like a big race and whatnot. And then if people like opt into a beta, get selected, it's like a huge unfair advantage kind of thing. And
That makes tons of sense. Yeah, I agree.
at the risk of derailing, that was a little railroad. We'll pop it up. We'll pop it up. We'll pop it up. But we'll be talking about that a little bit more a little later. But anyways, what are you excited about? I mean, are you gonna buy Iceborne?
No, so I think we talked about at the top, like the beginning of our starting this whole thing is I played Monster Hunter World for 9 hours straight. I got my fill.
Yeah,
You know,
9 hours. Yeah,
I found it like really annoying to chase the monster around.
that was very annoying. Like you'd like get it to like where you're like, okay, just a couple more good smacks, and then it flies off into goddamn Antarctica, and then you're like, okay, well here's 20 minutes down the drain, and I was actually trying to get off, but now.
Yeah, but I mean the game looks good. I mean, so Iceborne is supposed to be like an add-on for $40, which is kind of a lot if you think about DLC for $40, but it's supposed to be as big as Monster Hunter World, and you can pay $60 as well to get Monster Hunter World and the add-on.
Yeah,
So it's not too bad of a deal.
that sounds pretty bad. I mean, in the concept of like, are they adding new classes? Are they adding like anything substantial besides new levels? Like, I mean,
They're adding like a whole new world type thing, and they're gonna have like a bunch of new monsters. I think in the state of play they had like a flying bat creature. They had like a Tyrannosaurus Rex that had like moose antlers.
I think I would have to see a little bit more what's in this, but that sounds like a huge ripoff in my opinion. $40 for like what probably should have already been in the game because the game isn't that long to begin with, and they just do a lot of like repetitious like, oh, this is a expert rank monster, you know what I mean? So I think that putting more money into that game is not a good choice.
Alright.
I'm just like here to help you save
I
money. I mean, like I'm like critical of these games not because I like fucking hate everything. I don't hate everything. I've just been burned so many times by so many game companies that I'm being the skeptical one for you guys, so you guys can have your happiness.
No, it's good that you're protecting the consumer. But I played the game for like 9-10 hours, like I said, on one Sunday, and I paid $20. I think that's worth it.
Yeah.
So that's what they really focused on throughout the state of play. Is they spent like almost half their time on it, on this game. 6 minutes of their 10-minute presentation. Medieval looks crazy. I'm glad to hear that you're excited. It just seems like that B tier. I just didn't need.
So I mean, the PlayStation 1 demo was kind of cool. There was like some cool mechanics where you would like take his head off and like crawl around with like a hand kind of thing, and it was pretty cool. And I kind of like that atmosphere. And honestly, it's been a while since I've played like something like new in the vein of like Spyro or like adventure game in general, and like I would probably veer towards more of this style of game than a more cartoony one. Even though it is cartoony, it's more of a dark cartooniness, you know?
I know what you mean.
So,
that Predator game. What do you think about that? So it's supposed to be something similar to like Friday the 13th, the game. I don't know.
Sure.
Do you remember when that came out?
Are you talking about
It was like Evolve. It was like everyone trying to survive.
It's still big on Twitch.
Exactly.
What the fuck is that called? I'm gonna have to look it up because it's gonna fucking drive me up the wall.
Look it up,
Dead by Daylight. Daylight.
I don't know what that is.
It's like you like pick a serial killer type thing, and then like there's 4 people playing against the serial killer. You know what I mean? So you're like trying to like activate these motors or something while the guy tries to capture people and hang them up on hooks, and you can play as like Jason, and they have like the Saw guy, and like
yeah. So that's kind of similar. That's interesting. I didn't even know about that game. I think I've probably heard of it. There's so many games I like have that kind of thing. But Smog says that game is sick. Hell yeah. The Predator game the thing that kind of urged me is that, and kind of would worry me about it, is that it was like not actual gameplay. They showed zero gameplay. It was just like pretty much a teaser trailer of the Predator like attacking these like really vanilla soldiers.
Yeah, sure.
So,
I mean,
who would want to be the soldier? That's what I got in the notes. It's kind of like, who would want to be the soldier when you can be the Predator?
Well, that's like the same with like the Dead by Daylight thing, is everyone wants to be the killer, but I think there's kind of like a community agreement, like you just roll it. You'll get people that leave, you know, they're like, I want to be, you know, so they'll leave, it'll re-queue a new person in, it's like whatever. But always when a new serial killer comes out though, it's impossible to be the serial killer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like they'll release a new villain, and then you can't ever be the villain. You're always going to be one of the people getting murdered, basically. Yeah. So I think that'd be the same thing.
That's interesting. That I need to check out that game because I love that concept. I loved Left 4 Dead. I love Left 4 Dead 2. Evolve didn't get near as much love as it should have.
That game I watched my brother play a lot of that, and that was actually an amazing game to watch. I feel like that's a good Twitch game that really didn't get that much credit, you know.
It got a Twitch push, but it didn't you know, no return on investment on that one.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is going to be an off-brand version of those games, and I think it's probably going to sacrifice gameplay at the cost of, or I mean, to use that name brand Predator and stuff. So,
state of play though, it showed some stuff, right? That's coming out this year. That's the thing with Sony, is they got some stuff. I wouldn't say they're packing any huge punches. They just released Days Gone.
Sure.
So I mean, like one of the bigger games came out. Didn't get like a ton of love. Didn't get a lot of hate. And I think that the problem with that game, I don't know if we really touched on it. Just really briefly want to, is that from what I heard, because I haven't played it yet, I watched a good chunk of it. Is that the game was given to these reviewers, right? And this is a huge issue with like current state of gaming. But given to the reviewers review it. They were like, what the heck? This game has all these issues. Like, I don't like how there's stutter frames here. There's like tons of stuff that happens, like glitches. But then they fix it before the game even comes out. So apparently there were 3 patches before the game came out at the end of April. And so like there were people that play it are playing a completely different game at that point, right?
Yeah. I think that's on developers, right? Like you should just not give out like a unfinished product ever.
I totally agree, especially when those reviewers are going to be your mouthpiece, right?
Yeah, I think that the games just need to like be willing to like delay more, because do you remember back in the day how every game would get delayed?
Yep.
I mean, it was very frustrating, but we got like good games, you know, and like now I just think we always get unfinished games, and
it's the easy way out.
Just push it back, please. Well, don't make me play Fallout 76 like this, please. Don't, you know, just fucking push it back 2 years. I don't give a shit. I'll save that money for now. Like, fuck.
I'll put in my savings and put a bow tie on it saying Fallout 76.
Yeah, exactly. Like, save me the money personally by just not releasing the game.
Right.
Like, ever, actually. But anyways.
Well, Shigeru Miyamoto has that quote where bad. I always mess this quote up. I feel
you said it right before.
Okay,
it's like a bad game is like
always bad.
Always bad, and yeah.
A delayed game isn't. Yeah. But what's up, D?
Hubert was delayed 3 years. I don't believe that.
And I don't know if I would have been too sad about it.
Dude, it's like Glover was pushed back 6 months and fucking production. Dude, Glover is not okay.
Glover is tight.
There's like some fundamental issues with Glover that like we will never get past.
Let me guess, you didn't like Donkey Kong 64
I
either.
love Donkey Kong 64. But that's not here nor there.
Right.
So, okay, another thing. So I didn't see it in the state of play, so it must not have been related to that. It must have been a separate Sony like announcement. But Oddworld is coming out, like a new Oddworld, which is really sweet. Did you ever play that when you were a kid?
No, because it was just so tied to Xbox.
It was a PlayStation.
Oddworld?
Yeah, big time.
It probably was on the PlayStation 1, and then I thought like Xbox like struck a partnership with it because I tied it with the OG fat Xbox.
Huh. I have no recollection.
So I'm sorry if that was in the notes.
No, it's good. I mean, you were right, though. Regardless, if you deleted it or not, like, it wasn't in the state of play, and that was the story. So either way.
So you're stoked on this Oddworld, huh?
Yeah, Oddworld is going to be sick. I mean, I'm interested to see. I saw it was like kind of like a 3D platformer, which is kind of cool looking. So we'll see how that one plays out. Hey, man,
nothing's going to be as cool as that flying squirrel.
Dude, the flying squirrel simulator is going to rival both Tony Slope and Crab Royale this year, dude.
Tony Slope still looks like my most anticipated game.
They still aren't replying to my YouTube comments. I've even amped it up and like put a more aggressive like comment into their thing, and they're really not wanting to bite. Also, they're not responding to my Steam reviews, which is also bothering me. Anyways, so Detective Pikachu grosses most of any movie based on a video game IP.
Is this kind of like a shocker?
Yeah, kind of to me, honestly.
Really? So let's rattle off these numbers just to, Crab Royale, Doc.
So, I mean, I would have hoped that Pokemon the first movie would have made more money than that.
$19.99.
Dude, this is an amazing list. So I'm just going to run down the list because it's kind of crazy. So first is Detective Pikachu, then Tomb Raider, then Angry Birds movie, then Rampage. That came out? What?
Dude, so
I didn't even hear a whisper about that movie, dude.
Yeah, so Rampage, I get confused with what's it called? The Jumanji.
Doing the Jungle Book.
I get confused with
Baloo! No! Baloo! Jumanji.
No, Jumanji, because it's just The Rock being like some big dude that transforms into some other big thing. Yeah. Or like The Rock is just being some dude in like a jungle.
Wait, is Rampage with The Rock too?
Yeah.
Dude, The Rock needs to get some goddamn standards, dude. I'm sorry, Dwayne.
He's the $1 billion man, though.
Okay, moving down this fucking list. After Rampage, Pokemon the first movie, Prince of Persia's in this list, a Resident Evil Afterlife. These are movies, most of I've never seen. The Warcraft movie, which was dog shit. I didn't see it, though. But I know enough about it to know I didn't like it. Resident Evil Extinction and Tomb Raider. This is shocking. This list is absolutely shocking to me. But
so,
what's your favorite on the list?
I mean, Pokemon the first movie, for sure.
Yeah.
Nothing even close, to be honest. I mean, I do need to see Rampage, though. Doc Smog says it was better than he thought it was going to be. Not as bad as the trailer. Yeah, the trailer's weird. It's like Ralphie and Lizzie like going at it, or I think it's Ralphie.
You and Nick were excited for that movie. I thought you guys were going to go to it.
Yeah, I mean, going to a movie is... I mean, in general, I mean, I did go to Endgame and that was killer, but... So Detective Pikachu's on my list, though, for May to go to. In the theaters, I want to see that in Godzilla.
Don't see it, dude. Like, it's not going to be... I don't know. I want them to stop repackaging, reselling me my childhood is what I want really bad.
I'm gonna keep supporting it though.
Yeah, I mean, you can support it. You can support
We're
it. I almost called
different
you
sides of the coin.
Steve because like I'm like have this thing where I'm always irritated with Steve because we're always playing Fortnite and I'm always irritated with him. So I'm just like Steve, but you're the new Steve.
All right. Well, my middle name is Steven.
If I just start calling you guys Steve, just know that I'm irritated with you. So
sounds good. If you call me by my middle name, you're like a weird stepdad.
Sean Steven.
Yeah, that's me. So one quick fact about this list, you were saying that Resident Evil Afterlife. What the heck? Why is it on here? Dude, did you know that Resident Evil movies have grossed over $1 billion? Like the whole series of like 7 that have come out since like 2001.
I mean,
that's so much money.
Scarlett Ho Jenkins is really hot. Like I don't blame her.
She is a good-looking lady.
So yeah. I guess to talk more TV, or you want to move on, or do you think of anything?
No, I don't have anything huge. I just thought this was interesting. It's official. Disney has acquired Hulu, and I quoted Mike Snyder in here from the USA Today in this article because I'm just going to be reading a lot of his content. Didn't have time to like parse out the big details, so I'll just go on. In a shocking turn of events, right? Like Disney buying another company. What up, Van Wedge? And so what does this mean for Disney Plus though? Like, we don't have to, like, talk about the nitty-gritty of it, but basically, like, what does this mean? Like, they have ESPN Plus now, they have Disney Plus, now they have Hulu?
Well, I'm sure that, okay, so now, to look at how many subsidiaries basically Disney has now, their platform could be really strong, you know what I mean?
Dude.
And, like, outside of, like, a directly Disney brand landscape, you know what I mean?
Wouldn't it be crazy to, like, because Hulu right now with ads is only like $7 a month. And I'm pretty sure...
Well, that's an absolute robbery, first thing.
Oh,
Hulu is horrible.
Oh, I agree. I do not want to pay. And
I currently am because One Punch Man, but after I've like drawn a line in the sand and I will never pay for Hulu again. What's up, my good man, Van Wedge?
Let's catch up with chat.
You haven't seen the latest Resident Evil movies. They're doo-doo. Yeah, I agree, bro. Reese, you didn't know? Me neither, honestly. I knew that there was the first 3, and then I just was like, well, I don't ever go past a trilogy with movies. Honestly, like 3 and done is like my rule for movies. But yeah, exactly, Smog, after the 3rd one. Exactly. But yeah, so I mean, that's interesting, I suppose.
I bet they're gonna, like you were saying though, they have a really strong back catalog. I mean, Netflix is doing their damnedest to like catch up to anything even close to just Disney, right? But like when they can bundle ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, Hulu Plus, they could bundle it all for like $25 a month. Cut the cord completely. I mean, people have been talking about cord cutting every year. You need some WD-40 for that.
This is a squeaker for sure. That's a big time squeaker.
It's just wild to me, man. They own everything, and they truly do. But we'll see where they go with it. The one other big thing is like they have all these Marvel movies, especially with Endgame. Like they have all that going to Disney Plus here in November when it drops. It's gonna be a huge success.
Yeah, I think that it'll actually do. It will do well. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't think Disney would enter the space if they thought it was like a bad investment. There's like too much money and too many eyes in that company to like make a bad decision, in my opinion. You know.
Yeah.
But I guess also at the same time, like if you buy enough shit, you're eventually gonna buy something worth money. You know what I mean? So you make enough of those buyouts, you're gonna get something that's gonna turn you a profit at some point.
Return on that investment.
But
so the last thing here is that out of this news is that Hulu has 28 million subscribers. That's not too bad.
That's unbelievable to me.
And 26.2 are paying subscribers. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
I don't think that I think, McDeese, I disagree because I think that it's making more competition. And, like, who wants to, like, watch Disney movies anymore anyways? I don't know. like, what do they own? They own, like, all of the normie shit, and then there's 75% of the market open, and that's still, like, it's not like a monopoly. I think that there's probably industries that are way worse than that, like probably oil. For example, and like honestly, we still get that relatively cheap. You know what I mean? And like, yeah.
Disney, they're about to. I mean, if I would have invested in like a company right now a year ago, it would have been Disney for sure. Because, dude, when they do these live actions, they're doing every single movie live action. It's like 40 movies, and that's gonna be every 2-3 years. They're gonna have 5-6 movies. That's like $1 billion each. Boom, boom, boom. So I think that Disney. I mean, of course, it's silly to even like. I think argue against Disney being super valuable, more valuable in the future than it is now. But it's just, dude, did you see that list? And they already released the list of like unannounced Marvel movies for the next tier or like Marvel 2 point whatever. Oh, you know, and it's like not. I think it's 8 movies that come out between now and the end of 2022.
Jesus fucking Christ!
It's just, dude, there's so much.
So I get what you're saying, McDeese, and it's making less competition by buying competition. Yes, but like, okay. Entertainment's already super competitive and there's already a million people trying to get their hands in entertainment. So I just think that like them buying, and like entertainment's also something where a small budget show can like end up blowing up. You know what I mean? So like to
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, I mean that was so cheap of a movie, and it like was a small studio originally, right?
It was like a man and a wife, like a husband and a wife.
Yeah, and that ended up blowing up. So I think that buying more shit doesn't necessarily guarantee you more of like the market share. I don't know. Like maybe that's counterintuitive and wrong, but I don't know. Anyways, go ahead.
We can move on.
Yeah, we can move on.
So WoW Classic, I need to hear about this. I was actually kind of surprised at the top of the show you said you're not going to be playing in the beta. But now that when you explain like the community aspect, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I want to hop in when like, so the game's releasing August 27th, and like I want to hop in when everyone else is, when the servers are overcrowded, not burnt out. I actually played with on a private server with .exp kind of recently, and we had like a really good time until I kind of got burnt out around the level 30-40 range, because it's like an incredible grind. Like, so basically the game's launching with patch 1.12 and rolling out content kind of like in a similar way to like the original Warcraft launch. So this has kind of been like a long time coming for like a lot of people. So I've been seeing a lot of shit on Twitter about how everyone's looking at it through rose-tinted glasses, but pretty much everybody who wants it has played on a private server in the like last 5-10 years, you know what I mean? And knows what they're getting themselves into. But
did you think it was interesting, like when the IGN guy was like, Justin Davis, for anyone that doesn't know, but like on Twitter was like, I think this is gonna be the biggest like case scenario of when gamers think they want something, but then they get it and they realize they don't want it.
Yeah. I think that that's going to be the case for a huge amount of people, because I think a huge amount of people, didn't play the game when it came out and like won't have like the nostalgia connection, but that's not like the biggest thing about this game in my opinion. But I think that there's going to be a lot of people bandwagoning with their friends, like, hey dude, you should come join me on this. It's like a fucking 4-day played journey, you know what I mean? So it's like 100-hour minimum to get to the end game, and then, you know, like so much more than that. So
100 hours.
It's an
I guess it's MMO. That's not horrible.
It's probably like the worst of all time, right? I mean, like the biggest of all time.
15-year-old game Doc Smog says, I don't want it, man. Yeah, I mean, old game is old, man. It's so hard for me to get back to that old back catalog. I mean, I sold so many games this last weekend at my garage sale for $1 a piece just because I know I'm never gonna play them.
That's crazy to me.
I know, it's bad.
I mean, not the sale, honestly, just like that you don't like old games.
No, it's just hard for me. Like, I want to be in the. We have a live show now, right? Like about video games. I want to be in the know. I want to play stuff that's coming out now. So that's why I play a lot. Not why I played a lot of Apex, but I played a lot of Apex this year. Tetris. Last year I played so many games right when they came out. But it costs a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Is I would rather play an old game that's like critically acclaimed and like people know is good, and like report be damned, you know what I mean? Sure. Like, it's fun for me. It's like, I feel like, so to me, like playing an old game that's like critically acclaimed is like reading a book in a weird way, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm like checking like a box off my nerd fucking like requirements, you know what I mean? Sure. So like, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting robbed by new game companies, like charging $60 a week later, charging $40. Okay, where's my $20 kind of situation? like on the reg, you know.
Dude, that happens for almost every game except for a lot of Nintendo games, dude. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, and then the $20 unfinished game, like, okay, sell this unfinished game. Okay, a month later, here's the rest of the game for $20. Like, I feel like that doesn't happen as much with old games, and like, I mean, there are the bundles that exist. Like, I mean, but it's so much
to
less.
Make a game, though, man. So much. I mean, I have no idea how to make a game. I'm not gonna act like I do, but yeah, $15 a month. Doc Smog says, is that how much it's always been?
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious that they can.
People get pissed off about a dollar raise from Netflix, and people are spending 40 hours a month watching Netflix. That's
Dude, if you don't think that people are playing more than like 40 hours a month of Warcraft, you're out of your fucking mind. I'm just saying, like,
no, I was throwing out a number. Like, I think $40 for 10 hours a month of Netflix is totally worth it.
Yeah, well, so first off, WoW Classic is free to begin with.
Oh.
So, like, if you already have like a existing World of Warcraft account, you get the game free.
Wow.
So $15 a month is just like, okay, that's what I'm paying for the game. They're updating the game. There's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes moderating a game like that, because you have to ban people for stealing, essentially. Like, just a lot of legwork. So anyways, the beta comes out today. It's level 1 to 30, which will take like about 1 million hours. So
approximately 1 million hours. Okay.
Yeah, so probably like 24 hours played.
Okay.
So anyways,
not bad.
I'm saving my hype for the actual release.
Okay.
Don't want to really fuck with it, but that's about it for that. You know, it's gonna be an adventure.
Yeah, I'm excited to see some fun gameplay with some people in chat want to get on your server or whatever and playing.
First off, none of these guys will play with me.
None?
I'm gonna have to secretly, like, I'm gonna have to do this like I do with Fortnite, like hide it, like around like corners, like I'll, like secretly dwelling like offline, like.
Smog says truth.
So,
you want to get into the Nintendo Direct?
Sure. Oh shit.
We don't have to watch the whole thing, but yeah, let's just go to Nintendo's. Refresh the tweets there.
What the fuck?
Here we go, baby. It's live.
Share it with other players online. Super Mario courses are meant
You're killing it with the transition.
I'm so good.
So what I want to see. So can they hear?
They can hear. Yeah, they can hear us
Okay.
and the game.
Cool.
This game's new tools, course parts, and features. Just pick a direction and set the length to create a slope.
So what I want to see is something new, a new skin, like Super Mario 64 or maybe Super Mario Land style.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I haven't seen Mario Maker in Mario 3.
This has to be new, right?
Remember the snake block?
I didn't play Super Mario Maker 1, so I'm very much excited for this.
And woo, the blue one's really fast.
Oh, the blue one's real fast!
You'd be surprised.
I love
This looks
Mario,
cool.
man. He loves mushrooms. I love mushrooms. It's just a perfect relationship.
Mario Maker has always been something that I've had like morbid curiosity about, but like never really pulled the trigger on it. It seems like such a high barrier to entry.
Yeah, I feel like 1% of the time I would want to make a level. Like, be super passionate about it. The rest of the time, I just want to play levels, you know? But I want to play them, like, these unique creations from people, the community, or just Nintendo. I hope this game comes with Nintendo creations, because the Wii U version did not. It was just make levels, play other people's levels. And the 3DS version did come with the own, like, built-in Nintendo creations, so.
Maybe half the course should be.
Ooh, I love Super Mario World. My favorite Mario, probably, of all time. Are you a Mario 3 or Mario World?
Ooh, those are like a dead tie for me. Or Super Mario World and Mario 3 are like a dead tie for me.
Okay.
Like exactly split down the middle. I think probably Super Mario World, it would barely pull ahead.
Right. It just feels better too to me.
It's like the perfect game.
Yeah,
in my
dude.
opinion, like the perfect platform.
Man, I played so many hours of it because I got the Super Mario World Super Nintendo bundle, and I played the crap out of it. And yeah, I never beat it until I like became like a teenager or adult.
Super Mario World was the first video game I beat.
Yeah. Okay. That's wild.
I still haven't beat 3. I'm trying to beat 3 right now, actually, on
Oh my gosh, you are? How are you playing it? Just
on the Switch. On the they have it for free on the Nintendo shop.
Dude, what the heck? I didn't know you were playing that. I should get into it. I have it now, of course.
This is
have a homing function.
You
going
make-
really long.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, I want them to.
Whoa! Okay, that's new. I've never seen anything like.
Temporarily invincible.
What?
There we go. Thank you, Nintendo. I loved that shoe. In Mario 3, that shoe was fucking insane, dude. You've heard of Mario? That's bullshit. Where'd you hear about it? You'll stick with Trey Trey till the end? Aww. You're gonna grind with me on the WoW Classic, Dot? People will unfollow during the proposed WoW stream. No one was following to begin with.
Hey, Dot, I think you added me on Facebook. Cheers to that, my dude. Pretty cool.
Controller to a friend, and you can create a course together.
Ooh, 2-player, fun. Look how big that Bowser is.
That's a large Bowser. A full-size Bowser.
Defeat all the dry bones.
Oh, defeat all the dry bones. Neat. Hype.
You can set clear conditions.
Water level. Fuck.
Yeah, water levels were the worst.
I eventually got pretty good at them, but like, still, as a kid, I was like, I would rather chop my dick off and put it into a blender.
Dude, I love New Super Mario Bros, but like so many other Nintendo and Mario fans, like I got sick of that art style. They just had like 5 Nintendo DS, 3DS games.
Yeah, they kept on dropping that shit, huh?
Like that art style was amazing, but I just got so sick of it. I'm like kind of ready for it, you know?
And there's still more to discover.
Yeah, dude, Scamp, good for you, my man. That sounds like so much fun. Next weekend, right? Memorial Day weekend. That's gonna be a blast. One of my really good friends, one of our good friends is going as well. So lots of adventures to hear.
Super Mario 1 and 2. You're half right about that, dude. Mario 2 was not good.
I liked it. It was my first Game Boy Advance game, but
yeah, you'd have to be some sort of serial killer to enjoy that game. I'm sorry.
I'm a serial killer like 4 times over now, Trey.
Uh-oh, dude. True. I mean, you do have lists. And like lists is my #1 like serial killer requirement. Like if you have like a lot of lists, you're probably planning to kill someone.
Yeah, I got lots of lists. Or I just have like what's it called? Anxiety? ADD? Something like that.
New course themes.
You know what? I've been trying to get diagnosed for certain things in this world, people. And the hell, let me get on my soapbox for 3 seconds. The healthcare in this country is insane. For me to do a sleep test, it costs $2,600 out of my pocket. It's like $8,000 test for them to watch me while I sleep.
Huh.
What the?
That's psycho, actually.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Also got a new course part that makes these course themes even more fun.
Dude, Super Mario World is a perfect game. I love that you said that. I stick by that as well.
Well, he has insurance, obviously, Van. Come on.
I got insurance, man. That's why it's $2,600 instead of $8,800 or something stupid.
I was thinking about getting a therapist, and then I was like, that actually sounds like way more work than I actually feel like. Like, I would rather just be depressed and anxious than actually have to talk to someone and get a fucking get medicine.
Trey.
Trust me on this. It's been working out for close to 30 years. I think I can like hang in there for another 30.
I think yeah, my insurance is it just have a high deductible. I mean, I don't pay that much per paycheck. But it's not really that bad insurance. I'm gonna just boost it up next year. Do it. What the fuck? What's like Craigasm?
Craigasm? It's a meme or a emote.
Oh,
here, I'll do a full Craigasm for you. There you go, you did it.
Oh,
why didn't
I've seen that before. I don't know what. I never knew what it was. I thought it was somebody dying or sleeping.
No, he's gasming. He's gasming.
Wow.
He's blowing his load.
Yikes.
Also known as jizzing.
You're not crane, you're not trying.
What is this?
Oh, there we go.
Jungle
there
cat?
we go. Cat Mario. That's a new addition to
this
the
is
game.
horrifying.
So, did you not play Super Mario Land on the Wii U? It's amazing. It's amazing. You get to be a cat, dude. It's fun as hell.
Ew.
So that is a new addition. They're sneaking in some new stuff, as you can see.
Don't put that on me, Van. You came up with it. Admit it. Take the blame and move on. I would never say something that stupid.
This game is gonna be fun as hell. It comes out the weekend of Electric Forest, so I'm gonna have to wait a few days to play
Oh. Shit.
How do you do that?
He has fucking proof.
Oh, he has the admin, yeah.
That's why I told you, dude. Is like the quote section is used as fuel against me later on. That's like its only function. Okay, could we like get out of this?
There's just so many things like that they have to show apparently. Like it's just so many different kind of features. I'm waiting for that last minute thing. We don't have to watch the whole thing either.
No, I mean like I want to see what else the fuck they've got going on, but
it is a 50. They did say it's 15 minutes, so we did probably enter too quick. Oh god, those look like penises.
Yeah, why can't we be Peach and like float around like
on the
Smash
DS
Bros. 2, everyone's favorite?
Hey, I love that one, man. I'm serious.
I bet you do. I'm not.
Oh my god, dude! I can have Mario Kart in Super Mario.
That is the sickest thing I've ever seen.
That looks fun as hell. Hey, the star can get screwed, man. That looks fun.
This reminds me of those like weird lava monsters in Mario World. You know what I'm talking about? The guys that you can like, were like lava monsters in them.
Oh yeah, they're like.
So this is Mario World 2, or I mean Mario Maker 2. So it is a new game entirely, but like
Yeah.
it's like pretty much the same shit.
So it's a sequel to, not a sequel, but pretty much.
A sequel to a game editor. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Oh my god, Cat Bowser, that's epic.
wow, that is cool. Cat Bowser.
Oh shit, here we go. Here's that Nintendo Switch Online.
Maybe it'll go Fortnite Root Up live concert.
Cat Bowser's just playing on the drums or guitar.
Any chance to gun down anything I'd love.
Search by tags like puzzle solving.
Yeah, this game comes out, McDeese, this game comes out June 28th on Nintendo Switch only. It is, you can make your own levels, you can play other people's levels, and it looks like Nintendo's finally gonna have their own. Okay, that's fun, thank you.
Okay, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
Easy.
nice. Did you see him glide with the cape? That was pretty sick, dude. Dude, don't get too excited, McDeese.
Yeah, they do, but it's not like anything crazy. But it is only $20 a year.
Yeah.
No, I can't really complain.
I need to try Smash Bros on there again since they've updated it, because it was literally unplayable before.
Right.
Customize your look with things like shirts and hats that you unlock by completing various
Yikes.
objectives.
I just really don't care about
Test
me.
your skills by trying to clear
I see
the
they've
levels.
decided to not fund another Nintendo World Championship to announce this one. Yeah, we're all just waiting. Waiting patiently for the Nintendo World Championship. Dude, that would actually be sick.
Dude, you know what would be really sick is if they had like a little extra level, extra like portion of this game where you could just play Super Mario Paint or Mario Paint again.
Mario Paint
Was amazing. Are you serious?
Dude, that Fly Swatter game was so good.
It was so
The
good.
Fly Swatter game on Mario Paint. I was obsessed with swatting. It was just called SWAT, probably, and it was so good.
It was ridiculous. Point and click. That's what I was like. That was my favorite point and click.
I forgot that you had a mouse for that game. That mouse must have been horrible, right?
It was horrible, but hey, it's like a little ball mouse. You know, remember those before they had like the red light underneath?
Dude, fucking ball mouses, dude. You'd have to like clean all of the fucking dirt out of the inside of. What are these people doing? They are so bad at this game.
McDeese, were you here from the beginning of the show where Trey was complaining about selling us our childhood? Well, you're now here for this part of the show where they're still selling us our childhood.
They're not gonna stop, dude.
They ain't gonna stop.
They literally have no reason to stop. Like, it's so much cheaper to like take an existing IP and just repackage it than like develop a new idea and like take a chance.
Oh my god, Oliver's my favorite.
Wait, you can. Oh,
up a virtual room for the other.
This looks fun, actually. Like 4-player, like kind of like deathmatch,
Yeah.
survival things. Like, okay. Respect. Fucking, can we like stop watching Mario Maker, dude? Come on.
Oh, that's only Mario Maker.
Yeah, oh, it is?
Yeah, it's 15 minutes of Mario Maker.
Oh, that makes more sense.
That's why I said we don't have to watch the whole thing.
That makes more sense why you would.
I'm 100% day one buying this. That looks fun.
Yeah, it looks fun. I'll just play it on your thing. I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'm down.
You'll have to make some crazy levels like that fucking crazy tank, dude.
I probably won't make any levels.
Dude.
New modes and lots of new ways to have fun.
Yeah, you can be goddamn Toadette, but not Peach. Who the fuck is Toadette? It's not even a relevant character or existing character.
Are we gonna get a one more thing?
Oh.
The Super Mario Maker 2 plus Nintendo Switch Online bundle, which is available as both a physical and digital release, and
Okay.
an annual membership for Nintendo Switch Online. If you're already a Nintendo Switch Online member, these 12 months will stack on your current.
Whoa, it's only $10 more to get 10 months. That's not bad.
Paid Nintendo Switch Online
12 more months, I
There's a
mean.
way to pre-purchase Super Mario Maker 2 at a discount that's exclusive.
Only
to members.
$70.
The Nintendo Switch offer. Paid
Game
Nintendo Switch
vouchers?
Online members can buy a pair of Nintendo Switch game vouchers for just $99.99. Each
Oh.
voucher can
Whoa.
be eligible digital
I don't get it.
You say so you buy spend $100 and you get two $60 games.
Redeem
Oh,
one
okay.
voucher to pre-purchase Super Mario Maker 2 and use the other to download Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And you save $19.99 from the combined suggested
Alright.
retail price.
Although I will say that you can get highly discounted games in physical form all the time. So it's just a version of that for digital.
Game vouchers.
Hashtag
What is
it.
this? The goddamn World War II? And this like goddamn using points to get video games because there's need to ration them out. Like, oh dear, like I've only got 2 game vouchers. Will this get me Mario 64? It's like, no, you need 4 vouchers.
Yeah.
Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch, as well as the game store on Nintendo.com.
You can design your own Mario levels with pen and paper.
Oh man.
Well, be sure to send those levels to me because that sounds like good fun.
There's an invitation on June
Oh,
8th. Let's go, dude. Chicago, maybe.
Dude, fucking shit. Cream these idiots. Dude. I'm about to be the one-time back-to-back Nintendo World Champ. Well, that was fucking interesting, dude.
I was honestly kind of surprised they didn't do like, okay, now we have Super Mario 64, but it's just like up-res. It's not like
Sure.
the blocky. But hey, you know, this it's not 2D.
Yeah, it's
so-
not 2D. It's not
Yeah,
2D.
you can't hate on it.
Yeah.
Having a Super Mario 64 would almost be like Minecraft. I mean, in a Mario world, I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. It'd be fun to make 64 levels, like hiding stars and weird. I don't know.
I would just make a giant cliff that I can throw penguins off of. That's what I would do.
with a penguin spawner.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you just like made a penguin spawner that just launched them off the cliff, that'd be kind of sick, and just like have that as your wallpaper, like
A
background.
GIF.
Yeah, just have it going all the time. But
Yeah.
so yeah, you're buying day one.
Day one, man.
That'll be fun.
I'll buy it and then I'll get back from Electric Forest, Rothbury, Michigan, end of June, and then I'll get back and I have that whole week off. I'm just gonna be playing with Super Mario Maker 2.
Shit, dude. Shit. Well, that's fun. What else we got for the fucking show, dude?
We do have this 10 years spoil game thing.
Oh yeah, so okay, with the Final Fantasy VII remake coming out, it's kind of like fun to think about like spoilers and like what constitutes a spoiler these days, you know what I mean? And is a game that's 10 plus years old, is it bad to spoil that for people that haven't played it before? I don't know. What do you guys think?
So my thing with games like, so what's your example?
So Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
So, okay, it's been out. People have played it. We know that there's a remake coming out. So today, is it okay to spoil the ending for someone, like, in Twitch chat? Or, like, not even necessarily, like, you know what I mean? Like, just conversationally even. Like, is it bad to, like, okay, in chat, they're just like, oh, yeah, I remember that game. That part where you kill the final bad guy is great, you know?
Right.
Like,
Okay.
is that a taboo?
I think it's looked down upon for sure. So my thing with spoilers, unless it's like something that I'm about to go see, I'm about to experience this, I don't really care that much. So like Final Fantasy stuff, I know I've been spoiled that by other friends, other podcasts I listen to. Within like the last 15 years, 10 years, I've been listening to podcasts, or watching content. I know I've been spoiled, but I don't remember because like I don't have like that tie to like, okay, well I'm about to go play the game.
Sure.
So when I think of like Endgame or Game of Thrones, I think that is not cool. Like that's in the culture, that's in the public eye. When I think of something else that's like, let's just say Half-Life 2, because that's a game I know I need to play, just like you were saying at the top of the show, Trey. Let's cross that off your list of being like one of the greatest games of all time. If someone spoiled that for me, I'd kind of feel bad because I am going to get to it eventually. I have the orange box on my bookshelf,
Yeah.
So I think it matters where the game is at, or where that piece of culture or that video game is at, like in your life. Are you going to experience it? Do you plan on experiencing it? I wouldn't want anyone to spoil Earthbound for me. I love that game.
Yeah. So I just think it's really interesting with like the remakes and stuff, since those are like constantly being pumped out. Like, where is the line? Like, for me, I would be really. So I've never gotten even close to finishing this game. I've never got close to finishing Final Fantasy VII, and like, I'm playing Final Fantasy IX right now, and I'm like really immersed in the story. And I can imagine like this coming out. I'm like sitting down, really enjoying the game. I hop into Twitch chat, and someone just ruins the entire ending for me. How fucking annoyed I would be.
Yeah.
And I just like don't even know, like, so I think that maybe like the line that's drawn is like, so this is like a public forum essentially, you know what I mean? And that's like probably a little intense. So I mean, obviously asking permission with the person you're talking with, like, yo, is it cool? Do you want to know the ending? Like, do you want to like, are you gonna play this? Are you going to watch that? Just like really interesting to me, honestly, because like I'm trying to think of something that's been spoiled for me that's like an old thing,
like the Angry Birds movie. I don't care if that gets spoiled, right? But I mean, I do think that it's cool to ask permission. I do think that it is. This is like a public forum, so like the Twitch chat, like those people are in there conversating with us or conversating with each other back and forth. They don't really have a say of what gets put in, So it's different. Like a podcast, I love it on podcasts. Fast forward, guys, we're about to spoil this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, 30 second. Okay, now we're good.
Yeah.
Or like 5 minutes. I love when people are like, they have the wherewithal that it's going to take more than 30 seconds to explain this ending. I don't care what happens at the end of Rampage, the movie.
Yeah, sure.
But because the ride is what it matters for me.
But it would still be like an outright annoying thing for someone to do, to like, regardless of anyone's intention or experience with like Rampage or a game, for them to like go into the chat and basically just blurt out things like.
So did this happen?
What do you mean?
With Final Fantasy VII?
No, I haven't had a spoiler. I just thought it'd be like a good conversation topic and kind of see like what people's like. Do you guys care if you get a game spoiled for you at all? Like, is that even like something that matters? Like, because like, okay, I mean, maybe a game like The Last of Us, that would be a game that would be like more intense if it was spoiled. But is Final Fantasy VII even a game that matters if it gets spoiled? Because it's kind of just like an anime. Like, I don't know.
I know what you mean. Yeah. So McDeese has a good point. Like, if you stumble into someone else's Twitter feed, or if like it comes across your feed because somebody else liked a tweet, it's not. I mean, you can't prevent it. It just happens, right? The way that you could prevent it, is muting those words. So a lot of people, right before Endgame came out, right before Game of Thrones, like some people can't get to the show on Sunday night, right? They wait until Thursday, Friday, or something. They mute all these words. They mute all the character names. They mute the dragons' names. They mute stuff like that.
That's interesting because like you can actually set it up in Twitch to have muted phrases. So I mean, like, obviously that'd be smart, is like things to mute, like, so that I wouldn't have Endgame spoiled for me. Iron Man, Endgame, just like, not that I even give a shit about that in particular. I was irked that someone was just posting that shit willy-nilly in chat.
There's this hilarious story with the Avengers Infinity War that I read in preparation of like getting amped up for Endgame, and like about spoilers on Twitter. I think it was just like this gigantic thread, or like somebody maybe imgered it, and like had it in a thread. But basically this guy and this other guy online, this other guy comes out of nowhere in the comments, or I think it was like a live feed of some sort, it may not have been Twitch, spoils Infinity War for this guy who had to wait until his brother got back into town to go watch it. He's pissed, but he has like the patience and like he takes a deep breath at his keyboard. The other guys at his keyboard just spoiling it for everybody, right?
Yeah.
And he adds this guy as a friend. They become these friends for
Oh my God.
a whole year. They're sending each other text messages. They're sending each other the endgame trailers drop. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. Oh my God. Guess what? It just so happens the guy that originally spoiled Infinity War can't make it to the movie Endgame, but the other guy can. The guy that gets spoiled, he takes video, he takes picture, he takes all this stuff of Endgame, just sends it, hits send on like a 50 text, boom, boom, blocks and blocks and blocks. And the guy that originally spoiled Infinity War thought they had this cool friendship, like across the country kind of digital friendship, and boom.
Long con, I'm into it.
I love long cons.
Well, so for like the long, I think spoilers, if you're like actually trying to like really ruin someone's time with a movie, one-liners are the best. Like, I was gonna spoil Harry Potter randomly, but I just decided not to right now. But like, just like one-liners are like devastating. Just like, I can't think of anything like
Bob
make an example. Yeah, exactly. Bob dies. Like, that's it. Oh, fuck. So, but kind of interestingly, I think that spoilers actually enhanced in the first Infinity Wars for me, actually. So, someone dies at the end of that movie. I knew that person died at the end of the movie, and I was just sitting there getting all excited, like waiting for the moment that this guy's gonna die. I'm like, this movie's gonna kick ass, you know? And then, like, you know, so anyway.
I think it's because maybe it's not like the end of the culmination of 10 years, the culmination of 3 movies. You know, maybe it's just because, like, you know, the ending really is coming down the line, maybe.
Yeah.
For that story, but not that movie. Yeah, so let's catch up with chat real quick.
Yeah, I agree with you,
Okay.
McDeese, that I think that it should be fair and like not like you shouldn't have to ever walk on eggshells when you're having conversations with your friends and stuff. And then like if people like if we played a game together like on stream and then we were having a conversation about the game and then someone came in and got spoiled. It's like, what the fuck you expect, bro? We just played the game.
Show, yeah.
Sorry, dude, it happens, but like for real, like
live TV, baby.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
I love it. Van West says that he doesn't get on Twitter when Star Wars is about to come out, and then McDeese is like, dude, what the heck? The blue box. Remember the blue box going so fast?
Dude, the blue box. Oh, blue box is so fast.
That's a spoiler, man. I thought the green box would be faster.
True.
Love
fucking, yeah, McDeese, serve him, serve him, dude.
Love it.
Oh my god, teaching high school and people constantly shouting. Yeah, that seems like the worst job to have.
Yeah, wow, dude.
Fuck. Ungrateful little shits, man.
You teach high school, Van? I maybe been told that, but
yeah.
Crazy. There's one more point I wanted to make about spoilers. Oh, I do really love the spoilers without context. Have you seen those on Twitter for game? It's mainly for like Game of Thrones and Endgame that I've seen. But it's like I'll just say like a block of cheese. But like it's a hilarious scene in Endgame, but you don't know what it means because it's just like a picture of a block of cheese. Or it's like a white horse for Game of Thrones. You have no idea like why this pristine, gorgeous looking white horse, what it had, like unless you see it, you don't know. Yeah. I just love those. It's a fun way to like spoil and like make a joke about spoiling and like how dumb that whole like those people that come in out of nowhere and just crash and burn all your hopes and dreams. It's just good to make fun of it.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, I mean, so people that spoil are scumbags, long story short, but I think that there is room for conversation in the world. Do you feel
bad if have you spoiled something for somebody? Because I know I have. I know I have been spoiled just even at work. Because people are just talking, you know?
Yeah, I think I've spoiled. I remember actually somewhat recently spoiling an old thing, and I was just like, oh, come on, fuck off. And then someone was spoiled the ending of Dexter the other day, and I was like, I literally quit watching it because I hated it so much, so who cares?
Right, so it's one of those things you know you're never going to get back to. You know it's like an older show now.
It was a spoiler with consent. He's like, wait, are you going to watch it? Okay. Like, no, fucking go crazy, dude.
Always get consent. No means no.
Yeah, definitely with spoilers. Kids. Always, yes. When I was 6 and my brother was 9, we were watching Return of the Jedi, and he spoiled. Ouch.
Well, don't spoil it for me because I don't know if I've even seen that movie.
What is wrong with you, dude? Like, Jesus Christ. You're going to see Endgame in theaters, and there's Return of the Jedi.
Is that 5?
That's the 6th.
Okay,
like,
I've seen A New Hope. I've seen 4.
Ooh, that one's okay. Oh, my God.
That's all I've seen.
You need a movie voucher, bro. Because, like, there's...
What's up, cats?
We're going to have a conversation after the show, bro.
I just am not a big Star Wars person. I'm more...
Dude.
I've just never had... I never had... Well, hold up, Smog. I've never had, like, the friend group. Really? I mean, people at Mayhem... I saw episode 3 in a van on the way to, like, a Magic tournament.
Sure.
Because it was there. But, like,
episode 3.
Well, isn't that it?
I mean, you probably saw it. Like,
no, it was, like, burnt on a DVD. Like, he had, like, a screen or something.
Oh, you're talking about 4. So, wait, are you... I don't know what
episode 3, because it goes 1, 2, 3, and then the first 3 are 4, 5, 6. Right?
Yeah.
But I have watched I've watched 2 of the new 3, right? Because the third one, the final on the trilogy comes out this year.
They're pretty bad. Those new ones, in my opinion, are pretty, like... You would have to, like... Do you like Indiana Jones?
Not really.
Yeah, I mean...
Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, I saw it in theaters.
What the fuck? Don't bring that up. That didn't happen.
It was awful.
That wasn't a real fucking movie, dude.
See, that's the thing. That's the reason why I don't know much about that series or like it. Because I haven't seen them.
Dude, my head's gonna explode. We have to play Jackbox, guys, before I have a brain aneurysm.
Let's do the rap one.
No, you don't want to do the rap one.
Because I beat you last week.
You want to do the rap one? I'm fucking feeling fresh, dude. I will fucking bust rap battle out so fast it'll make your head explode.
I'm flexing until you get it pulled up.
Okay, we're getting fucking rap battles. Fucking shit, dude.
Yo, this has been Totally Gamescast, episode 22. We come at you every week live from 4:30 to 5:30-ish. Then we play Jackbox. We have another game to play. We can always jump into something else. But
we can play Mario Maker. We can, when that comes out, bring out the Mario Maker. I don't know like what the online capabilities are, but we could maybe get a couple Switch owners in here, like to play online if that's a thing. But
yeah, or Mario Kart or Super Smash Bros. I don't have a PC. I could probably bring my Mac and Steam, something like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I think it'd be tough to like regularly start doing like Switch shit every time. But like I think we could bust that out a couple times at least to switch it up. Yeah. One thing I want to mention, we mentioned at the top of the show, I think we're not gonna have an episode next week. I'm not gonna be able good point. Yeah,
I'm not gonna be able to be here. I think you might still stream.
Yeah, I might stream.
Okay, but we won't have a Totally Gamescast until the following week, so after Memorial Day for anyone in the US. So